This is create an app. It's about routine 4. Here it has label AD and a comment for AD. I put show the blobs. So now it has a heading. The first thing it does in this routine is it goes and gets a blob. Alright? Given pattern 130 is a blob. And then it puts it into a list. Well, here it says list 02. Well, that doesn't tell you much if you see that. So why don't I go down here to list page names? I already called the first list pattern. I'll call this list pattern 2. There, I called it pattern 2. Well, notice over here, everywhere where it said list 2, it says pattern 2 now. So it's going to get the given pattern 130 and put it into pattern 2. It's going to set the color to the third color. Then it's going to do a tick action with R with 80 as the mod number. So it's going to change R over time from 0 to 79, from 0 to 79 as the clock ticks. The next line multiplies the R value by 12. Well, 12 times 80 is our 960. So it's going to keep R going around in a circle. Then the next one says, tick the X value on 300. So it's going to go from 0 to 299, from 0 to 299. But the very next instruction multiplies it by 4, which means it's going to go 4 times as fast, or 4 pixels every time the tick changes. Well, then it sets the Y value. Oh, well, no, wait, it adds to that 200. That's the base position for it. Alright, then it sets Y to 200, which is the center of the screen. And patterns are positioned by the center of the pattern, not like a rectangle, which is the upper left-hand corner, but the center. Then it sets the size to 150, and then it does a dots on that pattern 2, which means it's going to make a dot list out of it, which it then can use to make a polygon. And here it says fill a polygon. Then it subtracts 600 from excess, and it's going to put it again. It does another dots and says, okay, get me another dot list for another polygon. And then it makes that polygon. And then here, before it ends, it says, turn off the sub canvas. Here, pattern 15 turned it on. Now we're having pattern 16 to turn it off. Alright, so this is a routine that shows blobs. Well, let's execute our program and see how it does it. Alright, well, I can just barely see the blob rotating around. Now it's going off the screen and the other one's coming on now and rotating around. Maybe I can do something to make our blobs stand out a little better. Well, down here it says their transparency is 5. I'm going to change their transparency to 1. Now you can see the blob rolling by. And as that one starts to go off the screen, another one starts to come on. Okay, so this is create an app routine 4.